Hello students. In our last class already we have discussed about the kingdom Monera, that is the first kingdom of the five kingdom classification system. Now in our today's session we are going to discuss the other two kingdoms, that are the Protista and the Fungi. So first we are going to discuss about the kingdom Protista. Protista, they are also known as Protoctista, contains a wide variety of organisms from large plant-like algae seaweeds to single-celled organisms like amoeba. Protists are found almost everywhere water is present. Now these all are the general characteristics of the kingdom Protista. Cell type, they are eukaryotes. Cell organization, mostly unicellular, some are multicellular. Mode of nutrition, they are autotrophic and heterotrophic, both are present, both type of members are present in the kingdom Protista. Means they sometimes contain chlorophyll, sometimes don't contain chlorophyll. Reproduction, maybe asexual, maybe sexual, both types of sexual characteristics are present here. Cell wall, some with cell walls containing cellulose. Habitat, all are aquatic, means they are living inside the water. Now here you can see some examples of Protista: slime mold, amoeba, euglena, dinoflagellates, paramecium, diatom, macroglia. These all are the examples of general Protista. Now next we are going to discuss the kingdom Fungi. Fungi is a large kingdom containing so many organisms. Fungus actually comes from the Greek word mycos, that means mushrooms. Very known mushroom, very known fungi. Mushrooms, eukaryotic organisms that digest food externally and absorbs nutrients directly through its cell wall. So fungi, they are having mainly the absorptive mode of nutrition. Actually they absorb the nutrients directly through their cell walls. Consists of about this much species. I have already told that so many organisms or members are present in the kingdom Fungi. The science dealing with the study of fungi, that is known as mycology. Mycology is the study of fungi. Now the characteristics or the features of the kingdom Fungi. They are mainly eukaryotes. Their cell wall is made up of chitin, that is a carbohydrate. Mostly they are multicellular. Mushrooms, molds, they are multicellular fungi. Some are unicellular, specifically yeast. They are heterotrophs, don't contain chlorophylls. Either they are decomposers, some are parasites. They can decompose the organic matters and absorb the nutrients from that. So that's why they are known as absorptive mode of nutrition, that is known as body actually made up of filaments. The single filament is known as hyphae, and clusters of hyphae, that is known as mycelium. So their body is mainly made up of mycelium, and the single filament is known as hyphae. Their reproduction is asexual by formation of spores. Now here you can see the examples of kingdom Fungi: mushrooms, blights, rust, molds, puffballs, morels, yeast, truffles, toadstool. These all are the different types of fungi. Now two types of organization or organism, you can say, that we are going to discuss. One is mold, another one is lichens. So first one is mold. Mold, the diagram or picture you can see here. Actually you can find these molds can be seen in the stale bread, pickles, They are rotting the fruits, leathers. Mold is a living organism that belongs to the kingdom fungi. Mold is heterotrophic because as it is a fungi, obviously it should be heterotrophs, meaning it cannot make its own food like plants. Mold must gain nutrients from other organic substances. It must absorb nutrients from other organism because it is having the absorptive mode of nutrition. They secrete enzymes in their surroundings and dissolve the organic molecules, complex organic molecules, making it in simpler form, and that simple organic molecules they can absorb through their cell walls. Mold is composed of thread-like filaments called hyphae. The hyphae then form a conglomerate, means the cluster of the structure that is known as mycelium. Example of one mold is Rhizopus. Now next is the term lichens, very important term. You can see the picture of lichens on the bark of the woody stems. You can find it. The lichens, green colored mostly. A lichen is a composite organism, means together it forms with the algae and fungi. Actually, it is a one kind of mutualistic or the symbiotic relationship. What is a symbiotic relationship? Symbiotic relationship is a relationship in which both the partners are mutually benefited. Here, the lichens mainly contain two parts, two organisms. One is algae or cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, they are known as cyanobacteria also, and another one is fungi. So both this cyanobacteria, blue-green algae and fungi, they are living in a mutualistic relationship that is known as symbiotic relationship also. Lichens have properties different from those of their component organisms. Lichens come in many colors, sizes and forms and are sometimes plant-like, but lichens are not plants. You can see in the picture also, they are looking like plants but they are not plants. Actually, in this organization, means lichens, both the partners, they are mutually benefited like that. This fungus part actually absorbs the nutrients, waters, and supplies to the algae part. As algae part is green in color, it can make the food, and in return it supplies to the fungi part. So this fungi and algae both are mutually benefited in this relationship. So it grow in a colorful patches on the rocks, bark of trees. You can see here also bark of the woody stem. Now the useful and harmful roles of fungi. Fungi are having so many useful roles. You can see here, decay the dead material and are important to recycle nutrients in the soil as they are decomposers. They can decompose organic materials and mix it with the soil and help in the recycling of the nutrients in the soil. Decompose the sewage materials. They are used to make the antibiotic, first discovered antibiotic, that is the penicillin, discovered from the Penicillium notatum fungi, and also so many other antibiotics also are formed from the fungus. They are eaten directly as mushrooms, so many we are eating also mushrooms. Yeast, that is single-celled fungi, unicellular fungi, that is very much useful in the formation of bread, wine, beer. Actually, yeast is having the anaerobic respiration. In the anaerobic respiration, they are producing alcohol. They are producing alcohols and the carbon dioxide, and this is used for the production of bread, wine, beer. Okay. Here are the harmful roles of the fungus. They can cause the food spoilage, can cause different types of plant disease such as rust, Dutch disease, mildew disease. They also can cause the human diseases, ringworm, athlete's foot, these all infections. They can destroy the leather, fabrics, plastic, fruits, rotting of the fruits, vegetables, like that. So many harmful roles are also there for the fungus. Today we have discussed the two kingdoms of the five kingdom classification. One is Protista, one is fungus. So today this much, students. Next class we will discuss more kingdoms. Till then, bye and have a nice day.